There's been an account that's been discovered, a Bitcoin address, that has accumulated $3 billion of Bitcoin since May 14th. Now, here's what's interesting about this. The thing about Bitcoin is we don't know who's doing this. If you are going after property or something like that, you can figure out like who's doing it. There's so many people moving around. You can figure out who's doing what. You can figure out how deal flow is moving. You can figure out how capital is moving. You can figure out how all these things are moving. With this, you don't know who this is. What we do know is that they have acquired $3 billion of Bitcoin, 118,300.2 Bitcoin within a 3 month window without moving the market, without doing anything. This is a professional. And I definitely know that this is a professional because they've done this while the price has been going down, right? Because if they were just going to go and be an amateur and go $3 billion market purchase, this would have been the market would have shot up, but they haven't. They've been sniping. So what they've been doing is, okay, cool. There's $25 million of sell side liquidity today. We'll just snipe that all day until we fill up that 25 million and keep doing that every single day and take up all of the selling liquidity without pumping up the market. This is a professional that's doing this. Now the question is, who is it? Right? Rumors are coming out saying it was Gemini's one of Gemini's wallets. That seems to have gone away, has gone away, and this now seems to be that this is Robinhood, right? The brokerage firm Robinhood. And this is the beautiful thing about Bitcoin. We don't know who this is. What we do know is that they've got 118,300 Bitcoin and nobody can do a single thing about it. That's why the urgency to acquire Bitcoin is so high. That's why for you, if you think that buying this much, Bitcoin is just going to be possible forever, it's not going to be possible forever. This person or individual or institution or whatever it is completely hidden from the public. Them and their fiduciaries and their custodians are doing the work to acquire Bitcoin without disrupting the market at all. This is perfect. This is how Bitcoin should be acquired, and this is absolute. When it comes to the purpose of Bitcoin, this is describing, this is demonstrating exactly what we're trying to do here. This is bullish as fuck for Bitcoin because as more people start to see, someone's going to look at this and go, wait a second, some institution or some person, some extremely wealthy person went and bought 118,300 Bitcoin without moving the Bitcoin market price at all. Without, in fact, while the price has been falling, this is phenomenal. You can't do this in any other market. And exit liquidity and liquidity is very, very important for big purchasers because they also want to know that if I want to sell $3 billion worth of Bitcoin over a short period of time, that I can do that without affecting the market. And that's what's happened here, right? This is evidence that somebody's come in with $3 billion of cash and they bought 118,300.2 Bitcoin, and the market has pretty much stayed stable, right? Besides the last dip that we've had in the last few days, it's stayed stable. This is extremely encouraging for other bigger investors because what it means is there's liquidity. Liquidity is very, very important. That's why most investors will pick treasuries, will pick the stock market because I can generate liquidity for my investment, i.e., I can sell without affecting anything in the market. This is an extremely important position, and again, further proof for Bitcoin to prove to the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing who this comes out to be. But this is $3 billion of Bitcoin acquired since the 14th of May. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself is, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Because the three rules of Bitcoin haven't changed. The only thing that's changed is now we've got buyers coming in like this. And remember what I said? Go look at my earlier videos. The next buyer of Bitcoin is very, very different. This is not the type of buyer that looks like they're going to come and dump a $3 billion market sell order to get out of their position. This doesn't look like that type of buyer. What did I say? The normal people, the retail people like you and I that are selling their Bitcoin thinking they're going to be smart and try to trade are getting their Bitcoin sucked up by people like this, by people whose Bitcoin will never ever be seeing the day of the light of day again because they don't need to. They've got connections to liquidate and generate liquidity on this without having to sell their position. This Bitcoin will never ever be seen again. And it's extremely important that you start thinking like this person is thinking, because these buyers are in the market. This is just the first one that has been revealed, or not even been revealed yet. We don't even know who this is. This is literally just a Bitcoin address, right? And we can see that someone is acquiring this Bitcoin. And that's again the beautiful thing about Bitcoin. We can see someone has it, but we don't know who has it. And that's a beautiful thing about Bitcoin too. So a lot of different, very, very cool things have been proven by this acquisition process, right? In addition to Michael Saylor consistently buying, et cetera, with MicroStrategy, this is new. This is a new buyer coming in with 3 billion extra dollars and has been able to snipe the market as the sell side pressure has been going up and the volumes have been low. Fantastic news. This is absolutely amazing and makes market makers and those in traditional finance even more excited about Bitcoin. So we don't know who this is. I don't know who this is, but the three rules of Bitcoin are still the same. Step number one, you buy Bitcoin. Step number two, shut the fuck up. And step number three, you get fabulously wealthy. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, if you're interested in Bitcoin content and you're interested in helping people understand Bitcoin, then the faster you subscribe to my channel, the faster YouTube starts showing it to more people. So I would appreciate your help in subscribing and sharing this video to understand exactly what is happening here. This is a fantastic moment for Bitcoin. The fact that this acquirer can do this in such a short period of time, just sucking up the sell side liquidity on the market, is absolutely phenomenal. And it proves a lot of things that make Bitcoin a very, very viable asset for institutional investors. I'll speak to you soon.